Hi, it's Jenny from MyBritneySpearsCollection.com. Today's video I'm showing you an item out of my collection, which is the Japanese CD album Baby One More Time. This is a release from around the year 2000, so it was released slightly after the original Baby One More Time. As you can see from the front cover, there is a little bit of a difference. It doesn't actually state Baby One More Time, and it just has a picture of Britney with the writing Britney Spears. You can see as well that I have the original Obi that goes with this. Viewing the back of the CD, you'll see it has the exact same playlist as the deluxe version of the Britney Spears Baby One More Time album. If you've yet to view that video, I'm going to leave a link to it here so you can see the similarities of the albums. There is a slight difference, the only difference really being that the picture on the back is what we would regard the normal picture of the Baby One More Time outside of the American edition. If you don't know what the American edition looks like, again I will leave a link to it down below so you can have a look. You'll notice that at the bottom of the CD there is no barcode, but it does say the original sound recording by Zomba, and it does also say Zomba Records Japan. Barcode is located on the Obi, but I will go into that in a bit more detail in a moment. So here you have the back of the CD with the Obi on. As I said before, if you don't know what an Obi is, it comes from the Japanese word for sash, which goes around the kimono, which ties it all in place. An Obi Strip is usually placed along a spine of a book, or in this case, the spine of the CD. It tells you some more information, so while we have the back of the CD that's printed in English, for the Japanese market it has the Obi on the side, so it tells the Japanese market what this CD is, what it contains. A bit more close-up detail. As you can see at the top of the Obi, it's got a little bit of English and the I believe it's kanji underneath with the translation. And you also notice that this does have a sample sticker over the barcode. This to me is the most important part of why it's in my collection. I did purchase this around about 2003, possibly 2004. I believe probably off eBay, and it came directly from Japan. At the top of the Obi you'll see there is information about Britney Spears. It's got her name and her date of birth, and as the Japanese reads, I believe bottom to top, the bottom part of here just indicated on the spine itself is, I believe, the translated version of Britney Spears, and it does have a lot of information on here as well. Again, I think these two characters here are Japan. I believe if you put the next character next to it, it's Japanese, so it does say something along the lines of Japanese, and it also mentions how much yen it was to buy this CD at the time. It's also worth noting that when it comes to Obis and also Inlays, so make sure you have a genuine copy. You're looking for these perforations. If you do come across any that don't seem perforated, chances are you've got a counterfeit copy, because the counterfeiters don't go into the effort of making these perforations you see here. Focusing now on the inside of the CD, you'll see a little bit of a difference. We have a pink CD with a green flower, and you also have the inlay booklet. It only states 11 tracks, but it does have a little bit of writing at the bottom. It says, for bonus tracks, please see the Japanese booklet, and then it gives you the Z number of the catalogue number for the Japanese release. You will find that in the Japanese releases they have the English printed booklet alongside a separate Japanese translation booklet. This is quite common for these releases. As I said before, the CD is pink with this green flower. It's kind of a turquoisey green, it's quite bright, it's brighter in person than it is on the film. If you have a look as well at the middle of the CD, you'll see that it says the words sample loans. This is because this is a sample CD, as I've previously mentioned with the Obi. You can see there in the centre ring of the CD it says sample loans. The catalogue number for this is ZJCI10002, and you'll see there it matches the inside as well as the spine of the CD. You may also notice that once you take the CD out, it has the New Jersey Fan Club information, so you can tell that this is a bit of a later CD. Moving on to the booklets themselves, you'll have the colour copy, which is like the original poster from the previous CDs, and you'll also have this black and white Japanese booklet. Let's move on to the inlays to start with. It's very similar to the previous videos. In fact, the only difference is it's slightly brighter in the colours. If you may have seen it in my previous videos when I've mentioned about the inlay, it's more of a pastel colour, but this actually has the bright colours on it. Usually in a Japanese CD there is the colour English booklet, and you'll also have the black and white translation booklet as shown here. Opening it up, you'll see the track listing along with what is classed as the bonus tracks. Now it does say tracks 14 and 16 are only for Japan, but as we know they are also available on the deluxe CD. You also have the bit more information here about the bonus tracks, how they were produced, how they were written, and then you've got a couple of pages of Japanese text. Again, I don't understand Japanese. I have tried to learn it. I know very basic Japanese. I am not fluent in reading it. So if you understand any part of this, or you own this CD and you know what it says, leave me a comment below. I'd love to know what it says. And it also has a nice little picture here as well, with a lot of information. Then it goes on to have the song lyrics in English for the tracks, all of the tracks, and then you will find the translation into Japanese as well. There's another picture of Britney at the end as well, and again the back picture, which again shows you the catalogue number, so they all tie together. You know this is the part of the same set. As I said before, this is a sample CD. I do actually have a second Britney Spears Japanese album to show you here. As you can see, it's exactly the same. Here's a little tip for you as well. If you want to keep your Obi's safe, keep it in the CD. You will see that they do look exactly the same if you put them next to each other. They have the same information, same detail. The only difference is the sample sticker is not there. It's not covered up on the barcode, and as you will also see, there is no sample detail on the inside of this CD. If you don't have a way of keeping your Obi safe inside the CD, I would recommend using some plastic wrap or a plastic sleeve like this. It keeps everything safe, it keeps everything together. There's no danger of it being damaged when you put it on your shelf or however you store your CD collection. So there you have the Britney Spears Baby One More Time Japanese release CD. If you haven't seen my previous albums on here, you might want to look at the deluxe version because it does have a very similar track listing, so it's very good to compare the two. Don't forget to leave me a comment below. Do you know Japanese? Are you able to tell me what this says? If you don't know Japanese, that's fine as well. You can just leave me a comment. Maybe you've seen this CD, maybe you've not seen it before. I'd be interested to hear your comments. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video as well. If you want to view my collection with me as well, I'd appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. And you can also tap the bell if you want to have a notification the next time my video is coming out. Well, it is always great to hear from you guys. I appreciate you watching my videos. I hope to see you soon on the next one. Bye!
Oh, baby, 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 baby. Oh, baby, baby.